Hello, it's Liz from Old Stables Crafts. Welcome to my YouTube channel and Simple Stamping Saturday. I know, it's actually a Simple Stamping Saturday. So for those of you who don't know why I'm saying this, I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator based in the UK, France, working across, France, Germany, Austria, the Netherlands, Belgium and Ireland. And I normally do a Simple Stamping Saturday every Saturday, but the last couple of weeks I've been a little distracted with new stuff and other things, so it hasn't been a true Simple Stamping Saturday, but today it is, and with new things. So let me flip the camera down and we will get started. I'm using the Thanks a Bunch stamp set, which is in the soon to launch Sale-a-Bration catalogue. That will go live on the 5th of January, and this is one of the items you can select free if you spend £45 or I want to say €60 on an order. And obviously if you'd like to order through me, I would be thrilled, and I would get to show you my customer service, which I am fairly proud of. So it would be great if you would like to give it a go. And for a £45 order, I always have card kits and free product, and all you have to do is use the host code, which will be published in January. So let me show you what I have made, and it's this little card. Let me see if I can get my lights slightly better so I can bring it further up. Let's see if I can bring that in a bit. Yeah, that's not too bad. So we've got a row of carrots here, we've got our sentiment here, and we've got lots of grass. So I did do a few little tricksy tricks because there isn't grass in the stamp set, but let me show you how I did make it. So first thing we need is our note card. The second thing we're going to need is some scrap paper, because I want to only stamp part of the way up my note card. So I want the bottom to have the grass, but I want to put the grass on after I've put on the carrots. So I'm going to line that up there, and I'm just going to grab myself a little bit of low-tack tape just to hold that roughly in place. I don't mind if it moves a little, just don't want it to move a lot. So I've got my baby carrot, and I'm only using 2 ink colours. I'm using Granny Apple Green for the top and the grass, and then Pumpkin Pie, has to be Pumpkin Pie, for the carrots. So let me grab my carrot, and this is quite a juicy ink pad. I'm going to have to hang it upside down for a while. So yeah, it is quite juicy, so I'm not going to ink up the whole carrot for a start. Ooh, I was going to say I'm going to stamp it off ish. So let's stamp our first carrot, and carrots are not even, as in they're not exactly, the same tone of orange all over, so there's an enormous margin for error. But what I do like is for them not all to be the same height. I'm going to push that a little bit further away. It's almost too close. Ooh, that's not a full carrot. That's better. So just keep adding your carrots all the way along your note card. That's not a full carrot either. Better. This is going to be a very pale carrot. And we're nearly at the end. One more, so I'm just going to remove that bit of sticky. You could use a big post-it note for all of this instead, if you would rather. You can get those lovely long post-it notes. Right, so that's my carrots. So actually, while I've got this out, I'm going to do my sentiment, which is everything's coming up carrots as opposed to roses. And I'm just going to get rid of that. I'm just going to pop it up here in this top corner, and because it's a photopolymer stamp set, I can see where I'm stamping. There we go. So that's the orange sort of dealt with. I will need it again, but not just yet. Okay, so Granny Apple Green, and again I am going to need my scrap because I don't really want to get ink on my nice clean grid paper, so I'm going to use a small piece of grid paper, and I'm going to use, this is actually meant to be the bits that go, the extra lines on the carrot, but it makes really good grass. So let's add some grass, and I am going to do first and second generation just to get some, oh, I didn't mean to do that, but as I have, I will use it. But just to get some differentiation on, I'm in the habit now, I'm going to do it properly. Do it properly, Liz. You're supposed to be showing people that you know what you're doing. Right, now I need another bit of scrap just to go here, because I don't want to go over the edge of my card. I can just see where that is, so let's tack that down, because that means I can come over all the way to there with my grass. Let's just add some stamped off as well. What I don't want to do is turn my grass over, because I don't want this sort of line at the top of my grass. Right, I must remember I'm supposed to be adding in some stamped off as well. And then we'll just do the bottom there, and I think that will actually, no, just want to come, this I do want stamped off, I want to come all the way over there. Let's use up whatever's left. There we are. So that's our grass. So now all I need to do is put on the tops of my carrots. So I'm going to use this stamp here, and again we've got clear stamps because they're photopolymer, so I can just add these. And I'm not worrying if these overlap, because in a garden the tops of carrots will overlap, particularly if you've planted them as close together as these are, which are technically far too close together, but it's fine. They're not actually growing, so it's not a problem. Right, so that is the card finished. Let me get rid of that. I am going to need my ink again in a moment, so let me just fold my card over and grab my bone folder so I can give that a good burnish. And there we have our card. But Simple Stamping Saturday, we always decorate the envelope, so I put a bunch of carrots on my envelope. So let me grab my second envelope and my Granny Apple Green and my pumpkin pie. So pumpkin pie first, and then Granny Apple Green, and that is our envelope stamped. So just tidy those away, get rid of my inky stamps so I can show you the finished article, which is this. So we've got our carrots on the front, we've got a row of carrots with grass, everything's coming up carrots, but let's have a look at the stepped up versions. So this is the first one. This is what I would call something for a casual crafter. It's got a few more items than just the stamp set, a couple of ink pads and some note cards. So this, I have used some of the paper that is also Sale-a-Bration, which is called Dandy Designs. This is a level 2 item. It's a huge, enormous pack of lovely, really useful background papers. And I've used the one that's got the zigzag on one side and the green on the other. So I might as well pop that away while I've got this to hand. But again, this is free paper. If you don't have the free paper, you could use the Bright collection of 6x6 paper from the annual catalogue. That would work brilliantly. So I've just cut a strip and then a mat. This is just basic white, and I have used the cloud stamp to make a mask that then with some smoky slate I've just added a little bit of texture as clouds. And then from the new mini I've used some of the adhesive backed milky dots. These ones, I don't know what colour they are. I think they're meant to be pale papaya. I don't care. They're the colour I want, so I'm using them, and they're gorgeous. So that's that one. And these I have done the double layer of stamping, but because it's a juicy ink pad, it's not as clear as I would have liked. But the easy way, as I say, to deal with that is to store it upside down for a bit, and then it sorts itself out. And this is the mega stepped up version. I've used one of the layering diorama dies to do the wiggle. Let me grab it so I can show you. It's actually the largest of the dies. So this is, ooh, no, it's not that, it's that way. And I have die cut it upside down because I wanted this end to be higher. So I just, when I put it through the die cutter, I put the other side up and the green side down. But yeah, I wanted that nice wiggle. You could cut it if you wanted, but I've got the layering dioramas, so I'm going to use them. And then I've stamped the carrots on a separate piece of basic white, fussy cut them out in a row. So underneath here there is a solid piece of basic white. I've stamped the larger leaves for the carrots on the background, and then this is some of the Parakeet Party metallic ribbon from the annual catalogue, and I just thought that gave it a little extra bit of something. And I've used some soft suede ink along the edge just to act as soil, really. And again, the same clouds and the same milky dots. And I know, inside stamping, very unlike me, but I have put the little bunch of carrots on the inside of my card. So there you go. Simple, stepped up once, stepped up again, all wonderful new products. So I hope you've enjoyed that. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to leave any comments or ask any questions, you can do that below the description bar and I will get back to you. But in the meantime, have a fantastic weekend, and I will look forward to seeing you again very soon, I hope. Bye for now.